What's up, guys? Joe Francisco here with Continental Standard Power and Fitness, also associated with Point Target Fitness in Brea, California. Anyways, guys, this is just a quick update post bench day. I filmed that video, but fuck that, it didn't upload, so I'm gonna film another one. Anyways, yesterday was my bench day. It was max effort day, so I was supposed to put a new number on the board. Didn't end up doing that. The cut's getting to me a little bit more than normal, and I'm a little bit more than I'm liking. So I didn't end up hitting the numbers that I wanted. I wanted to hit a 240 bench, but couldn't even hit 225. This usually happens to me when I'm cutting down, and since I really don't have that much body fat to spare at 165, I'm a lean athlete. I've always been lean. So since I don't have that much body fat to spare, the fact that I'm cutting down from 175 to 180 down to 165, it takes a toll on my numbers. Like you saw in the squat video, my squat was affected a little bit. I mean, I still hit the number, an okay number for my squat, but my bench is the most affected of all of my lifts when it comes to how much my cut is taking away my strength. Anyways, so that's out of the way. Now I got a question about what lifts or strategies I use to get stronger in certain lifts. It was on the deadlift video, so I'll start talking with deadlift. Deadlift is kind of the easiest one to talk about, in my opinion, because if you want to get stronger in the deadlift, as long as you're doing your squat work, just keep deadlifting. Just keep working at just keep chiseling at it, you know, grease the bar, really get some time with the bar in, because from what I've realized, you can do some accessory work for your low back, you can do all sorts of stuff for your back. I mean, I know deficit pulls work, so most top lifters will talk about deficit pulls. Anything where you're changing the range of motion to be stronger in that position, that works. Now, things that I've used, I really don't use too much accessory work for my low back or strength in the deadlift. All I'll really do is really focus on the upper portion of my back after my deadlifts. Personally, I really try to strengthen my lats and my traps to make sure that I'm holding the bar to me as well as possible, because I don't want, basically what I'm doing with those movements is strengthening the ability to stay in position. That's really all I care about, because as long as you're squatting, since I'm a conventional puller, you've seen that in the video, I pull conventional, so my squat is actually my biggest accessory to my deadlift. So as long as my squat is going up, my deadlift's gonna follow suit. They're a little different, obviously, because they're two different movements, but they go hand in hand. They both kind of help each other, because your squat works your quads more than your deadlift, but your deadlift works your glutes, hams a little bit more than your squat, so, and your low back too. So your squat also is a big factor for your low back. If you can squat a lot of weight, you can deadlift a lot of weight. That's usually how it goes. I have yet to see someone that can squat over 400 pounds that can't deadlift over 400 pounds. That'd be kind of weird. But, you know, it's all, it's hard to say, because it all comes down to you. What you feel comfortable doing is really what's going to be most beneficial for you. Whatever you see gains coming with, that's what you want to do. For me, I can try deficit pulls. I probably will eventually. I have no problem against that. Or like deficit pulls or box pulls. I have no qualms. I just haven't had the opportunity to really use them, to utilize those movements. Now, what I've been doing, what has been working, is really just sticking with my program, really getting time under the bar, really focusing on just getting my workouts in, just really going hard as possible in my workouts. I'm following Wendler's 531 as far as my main lifts, but for my accessories, I'm not doing the big but boring or anything like that. And I kind of changed the cycling a little bit, so I'm not gonna say I invented my program or I'm gonna take credit for it, but what I did was, knowing what I know from my track and field experience, the more time between your maximum testing you can put with work, so the more work you're putting in between your tests, the better off you're gonna be. So what I did was I added more cycles in between my max effort days, and it's been working. So I'll go into more detail with that later, but honestly, just work more. Just do more work. Keep deadlifting. Don't stop. Don't think that there's some magic exercise that's gonna make your deadlifts shoot through the roof, because there isn't. You just gotta keep doing it. Same goes with squats. Yeah, you can strengthen certain areas. What I've started doing and has helped a lot is I started adding front squats and power cleans to my squat workouts. So normally I would just squat and then do good mornings, and I've had success. Now I decided my quads were lacking a little bit, not too much, not crazy, like it's not like my quads were atrophying or anything like that. I just figured if I could strengthen my drive through the quads, I'd be able to move more weight. So I started doing front squats, similar rep range to my main working sets. I mean, I'm not doing as much weight, obviously, because I'm not that comfortable with the movement yet. Still got to work on my back strength and holding the bar up. But like 3 sets of 3, 3 sets of 5, sometimes 3 sets of 8, it depends. But that has helped. And same thing with power cleans. A lot of powerlifters honestly, a lot of powerlifters don't have the mobility for Olympic movements. That's just how it is. I'm not saying that they're unathletic. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that they don't prioritize that movement. For me, having an athletic background, I don't want to lose my ability to move fast or my athleticism. And kind of funneling my knowledge of track and field back into the mix. If you can move faster with X amount of weight, that makes it that much easier. So the faster you can fire your muscles, the faster you can fire that movement, the stronger you're going to become. You're going to be able to move more. That's all. That's really what it comes down to, and I really believe in that. Right now I'm having issue with my bench, as you can know. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start working on accessories. I'm looking up all of the big lifters, just what they say. So I'm not going to say what I do is the best. I want as many opinions as possible. So who was it? It was Brandon Lilly says the most important part, or like the two most important muscle groups. I don't quote me because I don't know if I'm 100% correct, but what I remember from the video that I just watched recently was two of the most important parts of the bench press are your triceps and your lats. And it makes sense because your lats stabilize the whole movement and your triceps give you pressing power out of the hole. So once you break it off your chest, now there's not, I don't want to say it takes it all off your pec, but your pec doesn't do as much work as your triceps because you have to extend your arms. Now, your triceps are what extend your arms. And if you don't have strong triceps, you're not going to have a strong bench. So I'm going to incorporate that. I'm going to do a second accessory day. I'm just going to go to my school, kind of fart around. I missed the fucking exit. Awesome. I'm going to fart around, do some tricep stuff, do some lat stuff. Oh, that's not going to work. Oh boy. Anyway, so I'm going to work on my overhead a little bit too, because I know that's lacking, and that has a big part of it. Jeremy Hamilton says that if you can overhead press a lot of weight, you can bench press a lot of weight. So that's something that I really need to work on as well, is my overhead, because through high school, I never really benched, never really overhead pressed. I just didn't need to. Well, need is relevant or relative, but I just never realize how important it was. This guy, I better get over because I'm cutting him off. You know, I didn't see a point running track. I didn't play football through high school, so a lot of y'all might think I'm weird for doing what I do now. However, track and field has a very big strength component. Anyways, so bench, work on your overhead, work on your lats, work on your tries, and I'll check back in with you. Anyways, guys, Joe Francisco, Continental Standard Power and Fitness, Point Target Fitness. I'm going. Signing out. Stay strong.